Welcome to Protecting Your Children. Be there for your loved ones, even when you're not. My name is Ada Davis, and I am an attorney licensed in both New York and New Jersey. This seminar is designed to teach and inform you about protecting your children in the event of your death or incapacitation. There are 1.9 billion children in the world. 1 in 20 of them under the age of 15 will suffer the loss of one or even both of their parents. That's 1 in 20. That's about the average classroom size, which means that almost every classroom has at least one child that will lose one or both of their parents. Children are losing parents at such a young age because mortality rates for adults in their 40s and 50s have risen significantly in the past 20 years. And you can bet that every one of those adults worried about what would happen to their minor children once they were gone. Every one of them wondered what would happen to the children they left behind. When children are left behind, they are faced with more than just grieving the loss of a parent. They are now faced with the uncertainty of a future without their primary caregiver. They are left with questions like who will take care of them financially? Who will support them emotionally? These questions are tough on a child when they face them for any reason. But when they accompany the death of a parent, it is even more so. Every child is different and will deal with the loss differently. How they handle it will depend on many things, including whether they have the emotional support they need immediately after the death. Will they have stable living conditions? Will there be a significant change to their quality of life? Because many people don't like talking about death, certainly not their own, there is often no plan in place to prevent children from facing these kinds of uncertainty. But death is the one thing about life that is both 100% unavoidable and almost 100% unpredictable. Creating a plan for your children will protect them from an onslaught of potential behaviors that are commonly seen after the loss of a parent. Insomnia, loss of appetite, fear of being alone, depression, loss of interest in daily activities, poor or refused performance at school. Many children may also act aggressively, hurting themselves or others, lashing out, damaging property. Then there are the emotions that accompany such losses. Children often feel guilty or angry. Guilty for not being able to save the parent, angry for being left behind. They are also sure to feel fear and anxiety. Will other loved ones die? What will happen to them now? These are real emotions children have after the death of a parent. There is a way to prevent it, but it requires that parents take action now. I call it the death after the death, because not only is the child's parent gone forever, but the child's daily experience is changed forever as well. Will they have to go to a new school? What if they wind up in the care of strangers? Even without the death of a parent, such inconsistency in a child's life can wreak havoc on their ability to achieve. With the death of a parent, it's even more so. Did you know that police are required to contact the local child protection agency whenever a child is unable to be cared for by their parents? That those 1 in 20 children are at risk of being cared for by strangers at the most uncertain and scary moment in their lives. Even if you named a guardian in your will, you still run the risk of having your children in the home of strangers moments after hearing the worst news of their lives. You can create a plan for your children that will ensure that they do not go into the care of strangers, that they experience as little upheaval as possible, and that people you trust and who know your kids will care for them. You may think you have a plan because you've named a guardian in your will, but the truth is, a name in a will is not enough. A proper guardianship plan includes guardianship forms, letters to the guardian, written instructions to caregivers, guardianship ID cards, and designations for temporary, permanent, and alternate guardians. It should also be reviewed regularly to ensure updates are needed. This guardianship plan is part of a comprehensive estate plan that will ensure that your children are protected and your assets that are left to them are guarded as well. At Davis Law Group, we can help you create a plan that will, among other things, ensure your children never spend time in the care of strangers. They maintain as much consistency and stability as possible and receive all the emotional and financial support they need. It will also give you the peace of mind you need knowing that you have provided for your children. You work hard every day. You accumulate assets, get life insurance, also you can create a legacy for your children. So you can provide a foundation for the future generations of your family. For your children's children, creating a plan that includes a proper guardianship plan can help you do that. If you are interested in learning how to ensure your children are fully protected, contact Davis Law Group today.